Hey guys, this is Kingdom Key PW for Zombicide Elite Gaming, and today we're just covering our next PlayStation Plus account, or Plus game. Sorry, my brain completely died there, I do apologise. But yeah, the game we're covering today is Lord of the Rings War in the North. Now this game, to be honest, is actually not too bad. I mean, considering you can play it for free, I mean, the enemies, I think, so I'm fighting goblins here. They do look quite, true to the actual, the actual series as far as the movies goes. I mean, you can't really confirm the books because you can't really tell what it look like from books. But as far as the film go, they've definitely sort of made it the enemies very, the film looking, which is pretty good if you really enjoy the films. Obviously, the characters you get to play as obviously you get to play as a human who is a ranger, the elf who I can't remember what the elf is, in the dwarf who's just a dwarf. And you can change your armor and weapons and that, which is pretty good, and it also in a real time changes your character's look. Now, I haven't actually really played this game very much, to be honest, guys. I've literally played it just to get some content for the review. It's an 18, I believe, and the game's reasonably bloody. It's not as bloody as I would have hoped or thought it would be. But it's not too bad. I mean, obviously enemies don't have, obviously have black blood anyway, so it's not a thing of, there's red blood, they'll go everywhere. But you can dismember enemies as well. So it's a pretty good game. It's a cross between a sort of, I think, similar to sort of not an RPG, but it's kind of RPG elements to it as well. So, but it's obviously real time sort of action. So that's pretty good. The combos that you can use are reasonably tricky to get the hang of. I mean, the actual character I was using actually had a double-handed sword, and I'm not a big fan of double-handed swords. I've always preferred, having a single sword and a shield, or single sword and whatever. Like, even when I play Skyrim, I generally use a sword and obviously magic as well. That's what I generally use. But so I mean, from what I did play this game, it was quite enjoyable. I mean, the actual graphics of the game is actually reasonably, quite good, considering the size. I think it's about 6 gig, I believe. So it's not a very big game, but it does look quite nice. I mean, by the look of it, I'll imagine you can. Oh, one of the characters died there. I'll imagine actually both of them died. Actually, thinking about looking at it. I think you will probably be able to swap characters as well, like before you start the game, I would imagine. I haven't actually tried it. I believe this is also a multiplayer game, so I think you'll be able to play, I guess, 3-player co-op with this. If locally, I'm not too sure, but definitely probably on the PlayStation Store, like PlayStation Network, you'll be able to join each other and sort of play the story out if you like. This particular bit here, guys, is just the start of the story, and literally not much into it. I mean, literally this is like the first area we kind of get to, apart from being in the village. And if I did notice as well that the original voice acting for the characters, they've changed them. At least they've changed Aragorn and Gandalf's voice, which it was a little bit of a shame, because I do now associate those characters with the actors that play them. So that it's not a bigger deal, I suppose, but I just didn't really, because we didn't really have a very Lord of the Ringsy feel as far as that sort of went. I mean, if it was like, oh, there's Aragorn's voice, and the Aragorn doesn't even look like Aragorn. I probably should have showed that, guys, but I kind of skipped all the opening video and that, to be honest. I just want to get straight into gameplay. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game. Actors are busy. They can't always be available, whatever. Which is understandable. And not all the Lord of the Rings game had the actors in. I mean, some of them did, but not all of them. So, but yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, overall, guys, it's a pretty decent game. I mean, I probably will play this game a bit more. I'm just going upped into skills, so it's obviously got RP elements as well. You've got your skill trees there, which is didn't really look much into that, but it does look pretty cool. Obviously, you can get other weapons and that, but obviously I just haven't really looked much into it, to be honest. And I probably will, guys. I probably will give it another go. Just playing it, obviously not giving you guys any content, just playing it for fun. But yeah, I mean, generally overall, guys, reasonably enjoyable game. It's reasonably challenging as well. It's not too easy, not too hard. The actual battle system is alright. I mean, I said doesn't seem the combat. I said the combos came a bit tricky, but I mean I was using a dual-handed sword. So I mean, if I had a single-handed sword, I would have probably enjoyed it a hell of a lot more, to be honest. And I just need to look into see what weapons you can get as well, because the actual armor. Because at the moment I've got cloth armor and a hood, so it'd be nice to get some heavy metal armor on, kind of thing. If they said they have any, I don't know if they. I mean, they did, yeah. So there is people with heavy armor on, yeah. So it must be. So, but yes. Well, along the same, I'm not going to say much about more, guys. I mean, you can see from from the gameplay what the game's like. It's basically going to be multiple rounds of this. I mean, the other team actually have skills as well, which they use. So you can't actually edit any of their skills, which is a bit of an annoyance. It'd be nice to sort of maybe edited them to an extent, but I don't think you can actually do anything with them. They just sort of follow you around. So I'll be nice to miss me just going down there. But they're pretty fast to come and revive me anyway. So, but yeah, well, I just want to say thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you do enjoy this gameplay, then leave this video a like rating. And if you've got PlayStation Plus, guys, then I'd give it a download. If Lord of the Rings is certainly your interest and just this sort of game, I would definitely give it a try. As for the rating, guys, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. The good points about this game is you can change your armor and your weapons in it. And well, I guess even weapons. I've only tried with the the clothing, but I imagine it will work. So obviously real time change. Don't sit there with the same bloody costume for the whole game. You can see it's one of the goriest Lord of the Rings game that I've seen so far as I know. So that's pretty good. The bad thing about this game is, to be honest, it can be a bit tricky as far as the controls go, as you do seem to go down quite easily. The enemies are quite strong. Considering this is the first level, you would have thought they would have gone down a little bit quicker. But I mean, I suppose just a thing of maybe the weapon I was using wasn't very good. Obviously, you can't actually switch characters in game. Like, you can't. If you could actually switch between the characters in game, that'd be pretty good. Like, I suppose similar to how Dragon Age is, and you can just sort of control all the characters at once, kind of thing. But obviously, I don't think you can do that. And I mean, I might be wrong. You might not be able to actually, swap characters at the beginning. I'm just assuming that you can swap characters at the beginning. So. But yeah, well, that's all I'm going to say about this game, guys. So if you have enjoyed it, I'm going to be going down again. Hope you've enjoyed it. And I'm not going to end the video here just yet, guys. I just want to leave the gameplay playing. But so yeah, well, that's all from me today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and enjoy the music. See you later.